is not trying to be a partner in the community. Rite Aid is still gaining money, income from the stores that are on Howard Northern Parkway. There's a store lower Liberty Heights. So Rite Aid has 44 stores in and around Baltimore City. So if they do it to this community, what's to say they wouldn't do it to another one? And we know they only pull strings like that in certain areas. Well, we're not going to stand for it.
Okay, so where are your elected officials on this?
Absent. I mean, honestly, give all credit where credit is due. Howard Park Community Association deserves a lot of credit. They've been active in this. My president, Tessa Hill Aston, from the Baltimore City branch of NAACP, has got the branch involved as well. She sits on that board. And Kim Trueheart, as well, has been out there, a one-woman crusade this past weekend for hours by herself, protesting outside of Rite Aid. But it all started with Ms. Joyce in the Howard Park.
Help me out. What'd you say Tessa did?
Tessa is on the board of the Howard Park Community, right? But she's got the NAACP and came to the branch about this.
I'm sorry, you mentioned the NAACP Baltimore
branch. She's the
president. Pardon my ignorance. Mm-hmm. Where have they been? Last I heard of them, they gave a party.
26th Street.
Last I heard, they gave a big party. I have not heard them out on issues as of late. The little boy got his wrist broke in Park Heights. Countless other scenarios. Where are they?
What? Don,
okay.
I think you.
Am I missing something?
You
mentioned them like they have credibility.
They do. I mean, when you look at the historic value
of
the
NAACP, I'm talking about the past 5 years.
And what's being done. See, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not going on. Like, we've been to
we got internet, we got Twitter, we got
and I've
LinkedIn.
Been posting it. We've got a new criminal justice committee that I'm proud to be chairing, and that we have a lot of people like Bill Ferguson and others, people who are on board to push forward for ex-offenders and things that are going on in the city to make sure ex-offenders know they have the right to vote, which we've passed that law in 2007.
Ex-offenders need a job.
And that's a part of the criminal justice as well, with Brother Bay is on board as well. And a lot of
I'm all for the right to vote.
Just because you don't see it in the newspaper, or just because it's not online,
that is what people use. That is what, like, Barack Obama did use to become president of an otherwise white country.
But Tessa is not the type of president who's going to run behind news cameras at every given opportunity. She's going to work behind the scenes to make things happen. And when, in due time, when we have the press conference and
that's just a little different from the NAACP that folks are used to in Baltimore, which is a historic chapter. But getting back,
no, that was only one leadership that used to do
Howard Park. You saying Doc Cheatham wasn't effective?
I never said that. I said that was only one leadership of one president that you remember that
see what you started coming up here with this stuff. All right,
before Doc Cheatham, you didn't hear about the NAACP all in the news and all that. It was Doc Cheatham.
Dr. Rodney Orange did a pretty decent job. Thought he brought some credibility to the organization. But let's be honest, I saw a lot of energy around the last party that the NAACP gave. A lot of energy. Mm-hmm. Now, you telling me they can put energy on a big party, but when it comes down to issues that affect regular people, we got to wait and see what they doing behind the scenes because they working.
Well, if it's the NAACP that got the death penalty repealed. Let's not forget that. It's the NAACP that was the big push behind marriage equality. It was the NAACP that was
who is standing up for black people getting locked up like we going out of style? 25% of the world's inmates are Americans, and of that population, 40% are black men. That's what I want to hear somebody talk about. Why these schools in Baltimore City, you got rid of 75% of the principals? That ought to be a civil rights violation. That ought to be a hate crime.
Just got a lot of money for the schools to build new schools, and NAACP was a part of that. And
they got new schools. Where the kids at? The kids all locked up. School. After they lock up everybody, what they gonna do with all extra police? That's what I want to know. Lady, please tell them about Rite Aid and put your final statement because you done come up here and started fights.
Okay, what I wanted to say is part of our issue is to make the public aware of this situation.
That Rite Aid ain't no damn good.
A lot of people, I'm not bashing anybody, you can do that.
We might as well plug another, do we have another drugstore we prefer over them?
I don't.
CVS.
You like CVS?
A lot of people are asking and have been asking, I know they've asked me what's going on with the lot. Why is the lot still empty? The lot, it was cleared. Everybody was out there for a big press
How long
party.
has this been now?
What?
that the lot's been cleared?
Since August, September, when we had the big press conference out there and everybody
To
was
announce
taking
what?
pictures. The demolition was starting. The sign was pulled down from the prior store. But what we're trying to do with this rally and press conference is to ask for a citywide boycott, a 30-day citywide boycott of all the Rite Aid stores, because we
Now
feel,
you talking.
we
We
feel
boycotting Rite Aid,
that
right?
we feel